Members of United Way of Berks County's Tocqueville Society are our community's leading philanthropists, sharing a vision of improving lives and creating community change. The Society is named in honor of Alexis de Tocqueville, a 19th century French social historian who wrote about and greatly admired the American spirit of committed giving and volunteerism for the common good. The spirit of neighbor helping neighbor is the cornerstone of today's Tocqueville Society. Here in Berks County, the Tocqueville Society made its debut when Carolyn and Jerry Holleran discovered it at a United Way conference in 1988. Certain that Berks County could support such a program, they offered to join as charter members. The Hollerans then introduced the idea to fellow United Way supporters, and two other couples, June and Paul Rodell and Sam and Kay McCullough, made the commitment in 1988 as well.
Well, from our viewpoint, United Way is synonymous with the quality of life in the community. We both feel very strongly that if we're going to live in this community, we should certainly take an active role and do everything we can to support an organization such as United Way, because it really is synonymous with the quality of life issues. The people who are members of Tocqueville are the real base of leadership in the community for the most part. And these are people that, besides being the movers and shakers in the community, these are the people that share our feelings about philanthropy for the most part. And that's exciting, because it's always nice to have somebody share your kind of values.
We've met many people through our relationship and our membership at de Tocqueville. Particularly some of the younger people that we might not have known.
The Hollerans and fellow Tocqueville members believe it's important to expand membership to advance United Way's work.
It's always important in every work, whether you're in business or you're in education or you're in an organization, charitable organization. You have to be willing to mentor and pass on the baton, you might say, to the next generation. And I think our example, and many of the other older people in de Tocqueville's example, is encouraging to young people. It's something for them to aspire to. But it's also our responsibility to make sure the baton is passed.
From the Society's early history and continuing throughout today, Tocqueville members focus on both advancing United Way's work as well as building the Society's membership and its capacity to help lead community change.
When Tom and I first got involved in the United Way through the workplace, and so we saw it from that side, and we also saw that the people we most admired in the community were involved in Tocqueville, and so it caused us to take a look at it, and slowly but surely we became involved and engaged in their activities, and never looked back. It's a wonderful part of the United Way.
United Way of Berks County's Tocqueville Society members take pride in knowing that their leadership, generosity, and vision enjoy a respected history both locally and from a national perspective.
When I served on the National Tocqueville Board, at the time, in the beginning, several years back, our little United Way and Tocqueville Society stood out, hands above everybody. We were so organized, and we had such a successful group, and a large group by our size, community size standards. And over the years, people were emulating us. They were taking our advice. We were actually speaking to groups to tell them how to organize and engage people in their Tocqueville society. So we were a real example, a shining example for other Tocqueville societies. And they have since caught up with us, but we're still leaders in the national scene.
Our local Tocqueville Society represents more than 20% of the total campaign and serves as the foundation of United Way's work. This success makes the Society one of the most respected and recognized in the nation. The women of Tocqueville play an active role in supporting varied projects around United Way's focus areas of education, income, health, and safety net services. Projects have included what is called the Mother's Voices Picnic, which reunites children with their incarcerated parents, as well as other activities.
I will never forget the light bulb moment I had preparing meals through the Day of Caring for children. And one of the things they said to us before the children came in was, ask the children how their day is or was, because nobody else will. And that was incredible to me, how simply you can help someone, and not to forget to do that to people in your own life. So that was a real light bulb moment for me, and I'll never forget it. It's one of my favorite United Way moments. Participating in Tocqueville's been a wonderful experience to get to know people in the community. People that I didn't know before, work at different places, but they're great people. They're all caring people, and so it has been a wonderful way to get more diversified in the people I know in Berks County, and that's a gift to me from the Tocqueville Society.
Tocqueville members have mutual goals: to create better opportunities for all and to encourage individual philanthropy.
Ann and I have always been involved in community service. We had heard of Tocqueville, but we really weren't completely familiar with the work that it does. And it sort of came upon us like a sledgehammer when a good friend of mine, Jack Holleran, came into my office and says, "Chris, this is something you really should be doing." And he explained the work of Tocqueville and the impact it has on the annual campaign. And then he showed me the incredible list of people from this area who were on that list. And I couldn't wait to write the check out as fast as I could, and that's the honest truth. It was a revelation day, and one that I hope more and more people can come to that realization like we did. At $10,000, initially it's somewhat of a shock, as it was to us when someone comes up and says, "Can you please write a check for $10,000 a year to United Way?" It's probably nothing that anyone does for fun. Nobody says, "I can't wait to write a check for $10,000 to United Way," until you realize that most of us who are members of Tocqueville have been blessed, truly blessed. If we can do our share, those of us who can afford it, for the community, it's imperative upon us to take that step into the Tocqueville level. And I just think that it was one of the best things that I've ever done, and all those that I've talked to who have joined us as Tocqueville members feel just a wonderful sense of satisfaction for being part of the group. The Tocqueville Society has a wonderful camaraderie built within its very ranks. Those folks who can afford to give that money and who realize the importance of giving at that level feel a tremendous bond with one another. I don't know of another organization that has that tremendous bond as the people of the Tocqueville group.
More than sharing their generosity, and more than belonging to a distinct group of people, Tocqueville members have a shared passion to tackle the issues which hold people from reaching their potential and their dreams. The generous actions of all the Society's members exemplify a remarkable spirit of commitment to our community and its future.